Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Hearts of Iron number 4. My name is Sonelias, and let's load in the last saved game, which we're playing as the Republican version of the United States. So we're deviating slightly from the historical path here. Different government. So we should see now that we got Elf London, or Landon, in government. We're doing quite nicely here along the trees. We're basically doing preparation intervention. I'm going to basically go for one of these war plans. We'll just need to see which one is actually best for us at that point in time. But let's see. Okay, in the meantime, let's get the clock running. I think research will have a couple of them completing relatively quickly. Here the Sims class destroyers will be done relatively quick, which then means I can actually upgrade my production plans for destroyers. See, this is going quite nicely. I'm going to do some more dockyards. Let's actually pause the game for just a second, because I believe I've got some more civilian factories here as well. I'm just going to bring up a little bit further in the list. Okay. Civilian factories, of course, should give me a boost in terms of being able to get my manufacturing improved. Then again, as the United States, I shouldn't really have too much of an issue with that. But let's see. It's a bit of a tedious task. I wish I could just drag and drop, but yeah, they don't seem to have that option available in here. Maybe that's in a future version as an enhancement. Let's see. Perfect. Well, let's get the clock running again. I haven't really manufactured any extra armies or anything of that sort. But yeah, the Sims, the class destroyers, it should be the next one to complete. I only got 4 research slots, unfortunately. We're in 1938, so that should be fine. Alright. That's all pretty much new manufactured stuff that I got here. Look at that though, I got 3 carriers. No, I just only want to move that one over. I'm going to select this one. I want to bring this entire group here over to San Diego. Why can I not move them to here? Alright. And from there, why can I not move them? We know too little. Interesting. What do you mean you know too little? Alright, let's move that again. Ah, it's that particular section there. It's this one here that's causing me issues. No movement fleets on non-moving fleets on hold in coastal areas can block straits. Okay, interesting. I thought I had visibility there, but apparently not. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look. There we go. Sims class is completed. Now let's see, where am I in terms of submarines. Nothing until 1940, it looks like. Cruisers, battleships. Alright, I'm quite okay with the current data set here, I think. That's okay. Let's go for the, well, next artillery is a bit too early, I would say. Logistics is an important one. And of course I'm going to upgrade my production of ships here to the Sims class. Gonna try to build 5 more of those. I'm building 2 a year, so that's a good number. Plus, of course, we're getting a boost here from this focus that we got, which actually reducing the actual production cost, which is good.
Ready to move. All in.
Now I've got National Guard divisions, which is, as you can see, lots of troops by itself, but this is infantry divisions. I'm more inclined to basically build infantry divisions. Let's maybe train a few of these. Build 10 of them, and let's actually say that we build a total of 10 of these as well. Set them in location here. Let's say we're going to basically put them in there. Pennsylvania. Question is, where am I going to focus on? Which side of the world? Europe or Asia? I'm not sure yet. Let's see how things go.
Ready, sir.
I actually still got proper cavalry divisions. Interesting. Right, encryption is going on nicely. This will be completed in 8 days. So yeah, this will win. Ooh, we can choose a new government item. What are we going to go for? Good question. Smooth talk and charmer. Armaments. Improve relationship opinions. Let's have a look in here. This is North American Aviation, Lockheed Medium, Douglas Arthur, Carrier. I really want to focus on the fighters, I think. Agility and maximum speed. Best choice though, I'm not sure. Division attrition reduction is always a good one, I think. Ground support, close air support. Carriers, sortie efficiency. Okay. Motorization, artillery. Go for that one for now. That one's due to finish in a couple of days as well. 67, 8, 9. There we go. Completed it. So now I'm able to choose between all of these. You have to be certain party to be able to do this. Okay. Japan exists. In offensive war, caused more than 30% world tension. Current ruling class is not fascist. Okay. Embargo Japan. Pearl Harbor Gambit. Okay. Defense of the Pacific. Interesting. I'm not quite sure. I need to get down here somehow, so I need to go for this one here. At the same time, I also want to basically make sure I got the relevant bits in here. South America. Pax Americana. Let's go for this one here to start off with. Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. Good. Good for them. Let's have a look at what else is happening here. One quick second. Alright. Need to make sure I can keep an eye on the time. Finish some research. Perfect. It's the encryption option I chose for. We're 1938 still, so I should be able to do the decryption as well. But do I want to do that? Maybe I want to get some extra focus in on weapons. Yeah, we can go for an improvement in the weapons. Oh, actually stop. I haven't got the correct... Oh, I actually do. I did get the improvement there. So we should see that this one here will give a reduction in that research time. Good. So next one to complete is the radio detection. Alright, there we go. We're 1938. Do I want to go for decryption or do I want to go for something else first? I got all these boosts here that are basically already gone and passed. That's 19... It might be beneficial to get that heavy tank researched as well. Haven't got all the boosters yet, but yeah, nonetheless. Next one to complete looks to be logistics. This one's going to take a bit longer. Like I said, this is really still a relatively boring part of the game. Why am I not able to pass through here? We know too little about this region. Out of the naval range, select ships can't move here. Nearest top naval bases. Interesting. Is it that these ones really need to basically move to a different group? Ah, they can move through. It's just the destroyers can't move through it. So good to know. So the destroyers have to stay within a certain range of certain locations. Okay. Good to know, but didn't expect to get this kind of response here. If I look at my production list, can I set a production? Ah, it's automatically done, that's why. So if I basically choose this, I can actually choose California. I'll set California here as well. So make sure I set the big port to be chosen there. Because it does list all the ports. Not just the one, which of course is good. Look at that, the amount of oil and of course aluminum I'm getting here. It's quite substantial. In terms of trade, I should be exporting quite a bit. As you can see, I'm exporting quite a bit of oil. Japan is taking some of that. Argentina's taking some of our aluminum. Peru, Colombia, again some of our aluminum. Paraguay and Chile take some of our tungsten. And here, really, the iron, that's the big one. Mexico is one of the big takers there. Alright, 1939. Field hospital. Yeah, can you still use that? It's quite a useful addition again. Right. 27 days, and that's going to be longer. So, yeah, let's focus on this one. The M3 Stuart. The M2 Light is the original one that's targeted there. Construction, as you can see, doing lots of these new factories here, and then we're going to build an extra few dockyards before we're actually going to go to our military factories. End of the Spanish Civil War, surrender of the Republican. Okay. Yeah, so the war here in Spain is over now. It's purely nationalist Spain now, like historical. Perfect, completed that one. I can go for the M3 Lee next year. In the interim, I want to basically do something else first. Let's do this improvement in weapons here. Yes, set this to be the new type. The M3 Lee, or M3 Stuart, sorry.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a marshal as opposed to a general, which is what exactly the others are. So Japan is basically having some luck here in the invasion of China, it looks like. Got no intelligence on that whatsoever. Now this one should be completed next. Another few days, the 4th International. Fine. 66, 67, 68, 69, and we'll pull that to speed. Perfect. The Munich Agreement. Sudetenland has been passed on. Alright, let's check out what we can actually do. We see that there's extra military buildings that were completed here in Louisiana, Texas, and California. Sorry, that's where the infrastructure was improved, and of course California is where the military buildings were placed. Alright, I can't do that one unfortunately, which is a bit of a pity. I can't do that one either. It's blocked at the moment. I can't do this one because again I'm not at war. What can I do though? What would be useful for us to go for? Aerial support, strategic bombing. Let's maybe do South America here first. Then we can do a Pax Americana and take it from there. So completion of the field hospital should be next. Hungary renounces the Treaty of Trianon. Okay. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to go there. Hungary is getting slightly upset, which is fine. Improved weapons should be completed as well before the South American Pax Americana comes through. But we should of course see that this terrain here that used to be the Sudetenland, or actually is the Sudetenland, is now German owned as opposed to Czech owned. World tension stands at 30%. Alright, we completed a bit of research here. Now I lost that bonus I had here, which is fine. No big problem there. None whatsoever. Ooh. M2 half track, M3 half track, M5 half track. So there's a bit of progression in there. And I unfortunately lost the one on here as well, which is okay. Let's have a look. I'm gonna go for one of the plans, I think. I'm not sure which one do I want to go for. Again, I got no boosters here on the moment. Let's go for this decryption. Taking a little bit longer, but we'll get there. But the improved infantry weapons should be completed as well. was looking at the export list here, wasn't I? Yeah, so Brazil is taking up quite a bit of that. Argentina. As you can see, trade influence is rising with all of these parties. Ah, I got unassigned divisions. Good.
Orders. All in.
Alright, that's the Caribbean. Of course, I want to make sure I got all of that sorted nicely.
Ready to move.
Now let's pick these two and assign them to there. And I'm going to move these over to here.
Move out. Yes, sir.
Right. Is that West Coast? Yeah, it is West Coast. Midwest, and ultimately the remainder. Alright, let's move this to West Coast. I'm actually going to move them here by train.
Move out.
So I'm initially going to move all of them over to Seattle, but I will change that as time progresses. For now, that should be a good allocation. Yes, low in manpower, which is fine. I was expecting that. So training is progressing nicely. But I'm just short of equipment. Equipment is the main shortfall. Alright, I'm going to move this up to here. Do it by train. I'm going to move into Bangor in Maine. At least make sure I got an army unit there. Doesn't have to be big, but at least it's an addition. Okay, lots of destroyers as you can see, which is fine. Can I select this one? I haven't got any extra admirals, do I? No, I haven't got any spare ones. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as is for the moment.
Listen up.
Right, these are lots of them actually are just at trained level.
Ready to move.
That's Central America.
Yes, sir.
Let's pick this one here. Is there more American territory here? That's French.
Commands.
Alright, this one here. Quite important territory here. Panama Canal. Nimitz. The fall of Nanjing. Okay. Cool, completed that bit of research. We're still in 1938 in October to be precise. And M1 Thompson will be something I'm going to focus on next year, but for now, let's go and have a look at what we can do here in terms of our artillery. Time has been reduced. Yeah, because of course it's for next year, not this year. Makes sense. I'm going to go do the escorting here. Escort patrols around my convoys. 30 days remaining. So yeah, I'll basically complete the South America first before I do anything else. Whole list of these divisions here. Republican Party is still in the lead. It's a democratic nation still. Next elections is in 1940. Still got that very, very slow rise of power. Nothing major happening there. The threat level has been reduced. I thought it stood at 1% earlier from Hungary. But maybe it slowly subsides. As you can see, these have been reduced to 0, 0.8, 0.1. Alright, 65, 66, 67, 68. 69. There we go. Put it down to 0 again. Good. What does this give me? US is fully independent. Yes, it is. Gets even US protection. Okay. Let's go for that. Ah, new item. I can modify the government. I'm going to go for that light aircraft option. And of course I'm going to improve my research, hopefully. Next item to complete is that heavy tank. Alright. Don't really need to pause it, I think. But I do want to basically go over to the airplanes now and basically research this plane here. The Curtiss P-40 Hawken. A Warhawk. To be precise. Production is picking up nicely. Nice improvement here in the weapon. Research, we are in December now. Alright. Grumman F3F. I'm going to pick that one up shortly as well. And here I have picked already the next one to go for. 45 days on decryption, and this is similar period, but the research will be completed before that. World tension stands at 32%. Decent number. Yugoslavia claims Bulgaria. Interesting. That's quite a bit of a claim. Yugoslavian claim on that territory. Intriguing. What will happen? Will they merge? Let's keep an eye on that. Soviet Union has sent units to China. Interesting. Ooh, nice. We've got capacity to spare. So where am I going to put some focus in? Let's say I want to build myself some extra cruisers. I want to build a battleship. Which is the better one to build though? Or maybe I want to build a carrier? Maybe submarines. I haven't got any submarine production whatsoever yet. Alright. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now, I did say earlier I want to basically go for upgrades to the weapons here. So the quicker I basically complete our research, the quicker I can actually upgrade my production as well. There we go. Completed that. Pax Americana. Details of that, of course, gives you boosters in terms of ideological defense with my neighbors. Under US protection is basically gained by 8 parties, and of course gives them a democracy boost to them as well. But I can also intervene if there's any issues in the world, in that region. We can no longer sit idly and watch neighboring countries build tools of war meant to suppress us or our allies. We must intervene with the greatest good of our mighty country and the world. Okay. Gains puppet focus war goal against Venezuela. Black Chamber operations. Interesting. Boost popularity of other ideologies. Actually start some civil wars. Let's fund the navy though first. Should be a good focus to go for. The German Reich claims Memel, which is that little port here, on this side here. Used to be, yeah, Estonian? No, Lithuanian. It's Estonia, and then we got Latvia, and then we got Lithuania.
All in.
Cool. We just completed a bit more,
Ready to
a number of more units here. Right, new army. Now, are these generals? Yes, that's a general. That's Bradley, Omar Bradley. Engineer, good at crossing rivers. Where am I going to place his army units? I'm going to place them all in Charleston for the moment being.
Move out.
That's basically where he and his armies will be placed. Omar Bradley. North Carolina. I'm going to move to Charleston. And then basically this one will be... Yeah, what am I going to call this? So, overseas... Of course, no caps lock on. Overseas... armies. Okay. Infantry. Perfect.
Orders.
Overseas infantry armies. Good. Now let's get this guy to train his armies up. Because being at where they were, it's quite appalling. And I do think I need to basically pause production here for a while. Is there a pause button? No, there's no pause button. Let's set that to low priority. Alright, let's collapse that as well. Reinforcements with high priority. If I'm not mistaken, I got a surplus of weapons. Yeah, I got a bit of a reserve build up. This is going nicely as well. Lots of military factories under production, as you can see. I do want to keep an eye on things here to see what we can actually do. Do you want to put some more factories in place? Yeah, probably. Some more civilian ones as well, maybe. Is that taken? Yeah, 1 out of 1. 0 out of 0, which is fine. Put a few more factories here. Slowly filling up the countryside with factories. I don't have any rocket site options yet. Alright. Spreading the production out a little bit. Once we get going there, we should be doing very, very nicely. As you can see, quite a nice list. This will complete in 20 days. Anything less than 20 days, yeah, escort patrols. It's then at 33% world tension. So that percentage seems to be dropping with time again. Like Hungary is now 0.4 instead of what it was originally. So yeah, it keeps on dropping. How am I doing with my neighbors here? Very democratic, as you can see. There's a bit of non-aligned in there as well. Yeah, independence guaranteed. Dominion of Canada is dominion of the foreign power. Yeah, okay. It's an ally. Yeah, okay. What's happening to my own politics? We've got a subject state, which is the Philippines. Cool, we just completed this bit of research. What am I going to do next? Now we're in 1939. Going to go for the new artillery, upgrade the artillery. And I guess at this particular point in time it might be a great idea for us to call it a day, because of course the time that we've basically been busy with this recording already. So I'm just going to call it a day. Thanks again for joining me, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.